A dreamer at to spin fire, the NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer, from mint coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow.
Hey, good morning, guys. Mega GMs. Welcome to the Swarm Report. Dude, we have such a cool guest on here today. Like, so cool. I'm going to gush a little today. I know, just because I've been looking forward to this one for a few months, to be honest. We got the guys from, actually, I don't know if I say your name right. I've never known. Is it Maicrotrader or is it Maicrotrader? Or is it either or?
It's Maicrotrader. It's kind of a wordplay, in a way.
Like, yeah, people throw the AI in there, and half of them I can pronounce, and half I can't. And oh my God, right, cats? Right? Like Nikos. We were speaking beforehand. We were getting pretty philosophical beforehand too. Like, I mean, just to put this out right off the bat, it's a sad day, just kind of all around. There's a lot going on here in the real world, and not going to talk about that. Just want to say how much I appreciate crypto and that it's this outlet for us too. It's such a weird thing. It's this hobby. It's this technology. It's just a thing that I'm so grateful that we have it as a means to make money, occupy our minds, whatever, and meet great people. So I'm excited about this. Yeah, again, meeting great people. Timo, you were on our 12-hour marathon stream too, which was so it's great having you back here.
Thanks, man. It's good to be back.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Throughout the show, questions, fire them off in the chat. We'll bring them up here live. Let me think if there's anything else. Hit the like on the show too while you're at it. Right, we're streaming on Abstract, we're on X, we're on YouTube. Do your thing over there. Come over to CryptoSlam on YouTube and subscribe over there. Man, you guys have been making news, right? Your founder's been making news. We'll get into that maybe a little later too, but a lot about him. You're gearing up for a big old launch here. You brought Graham on board, I believe, as an advisor for the project. So, man, you guys are cooking right now. Just very, very excited to get into this. Maybe it's a starting point here too, because you guys have actually been, you launched on virtuals back in like January, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, oh geez, before Genesis was even, a thing. So maybe if you could give everybody a quick TLDR on what Maicrotrader is.
Well, Maicrotrader is basically an autonomous trading agent platform. We are trying to bring a quant hedge fund resources on chain and kind of merge the stability and stability and resources that comes with quant hedge funds and merge it together with the accessibility and transparency of Web3. I mean, our founder and our quant team also, they're coming from a very heavy TradFi background. And like idea was to merge the two worlds together, and that is what we are aiming to do. And of course, Web3 allows us to go further and actually improve the merge and create something interesting and unique. And like when it comes to trading, it's not a simple thing, and not everyone is good at it, myself included. So this is why we were thinking, okay, how we can create the product that's going to be interesting for everyone, someone who has been coming from the TradFi side or Web3. So basically, product that everyone would be happy to diversify into. And the idea is to create the type of product that makes money in any market conditions. So we are not really looking with our strategy like that we have built. We're not really looking into what we're going to what the BTC is going to do long term. We are just looking, okay, tomorrow BTC is going to outperform ETH, so we're going to long one and short the other. And of course, it is much more complicated, but with simple words, that is basically how it works. We have just launched our beta, which is going to be powered by our proprietary quant strategy, and we're going to build upon that because the foundation is there. The multi-agent engine is there, and now we can actually build much faster, and it allows us and gives us more room to evolve.
Dude, great stuff. I'm going to have questions about so many things already that you said. I'm making a quick note on it. I want to get into the multi-agent ecosystem. So just, again, a note to come back to that.
For sure.
But okay, so a question, and then I think we should take a peek at the this beta. Did this just go live? Is it like yesterday, today, or has that been there for a minute?
Well,
today,
the
actually,
website, yeah. The website has been there for a while, but the beta went live 5 minutes
Half an
ago.
hour.
Wow.
Or 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, and honestly, we have only shared it with our community. So this is like the first time we are actually showcasing on any other form outside the community, and we are planning on going live after our show here. So you're actually having a first here.
That's crazy. Yeah, we got some breaking news, some alpha, good stuff. But your community has been playing in this behind the scenes for a little bit.
Not really. They saw it a little bit earlier, but also today, since we were putting some final touches there, adding some cosmetic changes, as I call them. But yeah, right now we're going to go into a very proactive kind of feedback loop. We're going to collect feedback, do some changes, come back, take the whole lean startup approach, basically.
Real cool. All right, I want to click in here and launch the beta and start digging into it to what we're going to see. And then just a question as we're doing it, right? A year ago, and the AI agent, kind of explosion happened. And we were hearing that agents and AI platforms are going to, change DeFi, right? We'll see. It was 80% of on-chain transactions will come from AI agents or, through, again, agentic platforms. And it hadn't happened yet, right? I think it's just we saw it, but, slower to get there maybe. Do you feel like we're right at that moment where that is going to start happening? You have to, I'm assuming, because you're still building you are, you believe that's coming. Do you think it's really close at this point?
Well, I can say how close is that, but one thing I can say is that I think it was around February or something when Giza Tech has reached was managing 1 million worth of assets under management, and that was a huge milestone. That the precedent happened that someone trusted an AI agent with $1 million.
Huh.
That was a huge thing. And now, what Giza is doing, they have just launched their ETH points market, and it was sold out in a couple of minutes. I think Jeff was saying that he could not even get in, and he was talking about Giza for ages. So, awesome stuff.
So it's growing fast all of a sudden here now. Wow. Okay. Really cool. All right, let's click into it. I want to see this beta, guys. I was reading the white paper, and it's okay. You have a great white paper, by the way, because I've seen a lot of white papers that are just fluff. There's either nothing there or it's just buzzwords, and not with yours. Yours, of every step of the way, and I'll even put on the screen at some point here. Every step, I'm like, oh my God, okay, that's a great idea. That makes sense. And you have these explanations in the white paper where it just it's just a damn good white paper. I'll just say it like that. It's really comprehensive. So I had a fun time reading through it, and I really encourage you guys to do that too. when I read it, I'm like, oh, I believe that that's going to work. And then just knowing a bit about you guys and the team, I'm like, oh, and I believe they can actually do it too. So a lot of spicy stuff there. And then while I was reading the white paper, I'm like, dude, I want to see this. I am itching to see what it looks like. And it, if you're out, of the ecosystem, maybe not a token holder or whatever, if you're not, behind the scenes getting a look at this, like I couldn't see what it looked like. I didn't know, and I was itching to see. Boom. There it is. We get to see it now for the first time, some kind of visual representation. So this is the beta that went live this morning. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Okay, so that's basically what we did was what we have originally built, our beta, we kind of stripped it down to the bare minimum. And like we just pushed it out there to build it together with our community. So what you see here, the main thing, since we have just recently launched our vault and just added like 2K there, and it is going to slowly scale up to properly test the rebalancing engine as well. So right now, with the strategy performance, you see our dynamic backtesting results, which keeps going on the daily basis. So the numbers you're seeing here, the APY, the Sharpe ratio, and I'm also like, we're going to add some like explanations here, like what means what also in the coming days. So this shows the backtesting results that keep happening, which started in December of 2024 with around 100K. Like everything you see here is dynamic, basically. Sharpe ratio keeps changing and stuff like this. Now, what you see here in the real-time usage, we're still kind of developing that part, because as I said, when it comes to data sets, we have a lot of options. So it is really kind of, we don't want to create sensory overload. So we want to make sure that we put things that really need to be there, basically.
There's a fine balance, isn't there? Like, right? It's like some people, I know some people want everything all over. They just want numbers everywhere on a page. And then somebody like me, it really overwhelms me where I don't know what I should be looking at and what matters the most, right? And I'm very visual, which is why, again, reading the white paper loved it, but I'm like, I need some pictures to look at. I need to know, I need you to tell me what matters and what I should be looking at. And this is nice and simple right off the bat. And also real quick too, I love that you said you're going to start putting like some, I don't know, definitions.
Tips, like,
notations where they explain, all the.
Yeah, I love that because I don't know. Yeah, these terms I don't know. They're foreign to me. Like I've never invested outside of crypto ever. I should. I'm old enough that I should have, and I didn't. And so a lot of these terms, I am seeing them for the first time, and I'm excited to like level up my trading IQ, and I get to do it through a platform like this. So I'm excited about that too, man.
I'm happy you're saying that, because like that's kind of the idea, that slowly introduce the whole kind of quant side and terms and everything that comes with it. Because like a couple of weeks ago, I was on the call with a quant researcher and a backend dev that was that has created a couple of trading bots himself. And the funny thing was that the quants, they focus on Sharpe ratio, while the devs, they focus on APY and APRs. So which is kind of cool that like it merges the two things together. So we're going to add a lot of explanations and annotations, etc., so people will understand everything basically. Right now, like this is our vault address. They can go and see like what we're holding. In the coming days, we're also going to add the trading history and some additional things. And also we're going to upgrade the visual, since I have I've just finished onboarding a really cool front-end devs. They just became available, so I had to kind of snatch them.
Nice.
And we have worked in the past together. They are friends. So like that will allow us to work really proactively, specifically on the front end side, on features, on improving the designs. And the cool thing is that we have a lot of Figma prototypes ready. So we can display it to our community so they can choose. For example, on the right column there, you see, tell us what you would like to see, right? That's literally, it is what it says, because we have a couple of options what we can put there, and we're going to show Figma prototypes to our community, and we're going to choose what we will put there, and then we're going to update it accordingly, and then we're going to go all around and take the same approach towards everything. Of course, if we are missing something, we're going to add as well. But the idea is that depositing to Maicrotrader and starting the trading site should be as painless as possible. Very simple. That okay, I have like 5K USDC. I'm just going to easily deposit, go to sleep, be happy. I know that I'm not going to make like huge returns, like 1000x, but I'm going to be calm, and I know that my money is in the right agentic hands.
Yeah, great, man. I love what you said too about how you're listening to people, right? Like you hear a team who actually gives a shit about what you want matters so much. There's plenty of projects out there that don't. They just have their vision and their way, and maybe they're right for doing it their way. Like maybe that fits some, but I like a team who's asking you, what is it you want to see and how do you want to see it? Both for the community that's in already, but also people not in. What is it you want to see that then maybe, brings you in? I think that's so important, dude. So I love that you have it right on your site here. So $2,000 was, I guess, funded in here already. What happens with the money? Like, what is this experience like?
Money goes into the Hyperliquid vault, and it kind of joins the whole trading side, and we have worked really hard on the rebalancing engine because we wanted kind of deposits to be as painless as the withdrawals, right? And we're not really trading on high frequency trading. So we are doing intraday trading, and we are trading kind of once a day. As I said, we are predicting what's going to happen tomorrow. So we are trading within that interval, basically. And it was a bit challenging to create system where withdrawals wouldn't hurt the overall portfolio performance. So we have worked really hard on the rebalancing engine, and when things pick up, we're going to have some idle funds in the vault as well. So we can process withdrawals instantly and stuff like that. So right now, all of these funds are on Hyperliquid, and we're just going to scale it up with our own funds. And once we nail down the agentic dashboard, we know everything is secure. We are actually going to post our smart contract audit results as well. And once we're 100% sure, because we are talking on other people's funds here, right? We just want to be 3000% sure that everything is sure, secure, then we're going to move into the open beta. We have a lot of plans on the marketing side. We have the whitelist for the open beta, which Nikos will be able to tell you much more about that part.
Of course,
Nikos,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Sorry. As Timo said, honestly, the platform is fully live, and we are happy along with the community with the form that we are in, because as Timo said, I mean, we are designing for the end user, which of course is us, but at the end of the day, we want to create something that people that will use it or will join the terminal will actually have some value, while also getting to learn on, like for example, all the metrics that we have there, what they are, not just focusing on like metrics that other platforms like offer, which is like mostly I would say it's like APR, APY. So adding all these metrics is important for us, both for an education side, but also for to showcase the actual solution. So once everything is ready, we are going to be moving to the open beta, for which I would love if you guys sign up for in the form that you have in the box right there. Yeah. So we are able to like notify everyone once that is live, and people can join in early. I mean, I don't think it will be capped. This, I guess, it will depend on how our own scaling goes. But it definitely will help us to kind of know what to expect, and also for people that are interested to also like have some like early alpha and early heads up for them to know where the open beta is going to go live.
Dude, awesome. Do you think you guys could do like a quick TLDR on the Hyperliquid vaults? Like, we have all heard Hyperliquid, and a lot of us, I'll just speak for myself, miss trading over there. I don't do anything over there. It just feels like this thing that was so, for me, overwhelming. It's actually why I like a product like this. It feels like I can get exposure to it without having to master the platform myself. But like, yeah, what are these Hyperliquid vaults, and like, why do they matter so much? And why is it a perfect target for you guys?
Well, I think the first and the most important part would be the transparency, because like that's the most important part that hedge funds are lacking, because there everything happens behind closed doors, and we have seen a lot of drama surrounding the whole hedge fund space, right? Take Martin Shkreli, for example, like a couple of $1 billion there, went up in scandals, whatever. So the first thing is definitely transparency. You can see and observe on chain what's happening to the funds that you are depositing. That's one. And second of all, I think Hyperliquid as a generally, product is incredibly cool, because they have allowed people to really create tokenized strategies, because like that is at the end of the day what Micro is going to do. So if you, for example, or someone like Katz, for example, has an amazing strategy, right? He's trading, he's making money. He can just simply put his strategy out there, do revenue share, like it provides a lot of opportunity to retail, and it's all decentralized. You could, of course, easily go to Binance, for example, and set up copy trading vault there. But technically speaking, yeah, just saw that one too. And like technically speaking, yes, but it is centralized exchange, and I'm really kind of rooting towards the Web3 and to like this whole space and the whole philosophy of decentralized finance. So I think at the end of the day, Hyperliquid really created something. Yeah,
Me both, buddy.
yeah. All three of us, I think, like this is why we are excited about products like this, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
here, Katz. Same here.
Yeah. Oh, well, you guys are providing a great service then. So these vaults, are they okay? I don't think I understand them. First off, is it just there is people pooling money together, and that money is pooled together to trade like a specific asset? Is that what the vault is?
No. You can put as many assets there as you want. You can see there's only BTC vaults there. There are multiple vaults that have multiple assets. It just simply allows people to join in your vault to trade with you, and they have certain revenue share with you. The similar way. So if you go to hedge fund, right, you have 100K. You go to hedge fund, and they have this commission service called 220. So they are charging you 2% money management fee, and they're charging you 20% from the profits that they're making for you. So, I mean, ideally, we actually wanted to go there, but there was some legal issues there. But at the end of the day, you are just giving them money, like they're charging you all that. And it's really hard for you to, like you have no idea what's happening with your funds. Here, someone, like you see their systematic strategy, right? Hyper growth. It has an APR of 269%. I mean, that's great results, right? And you can just simply join in on a vault like this, and TVL is 5 million, and you can simply generate money on someone else's trading skills,
Yeah.
Now, here's the interesting part where Micro is going. So right now we have a hyperliquid vault like this, right? But here's what we're planning to do. That so each vault has its own strategy, and for example, our first strategy, we're calling it MicroStrategy. It's pun intended. So with MicroStrategy, we are aiming towards top 50 coins with the deepest liquidity. Since bringing this whole quant side towards the towards Web3 was a bit challenging, since like in TradFi, liquidity, volatility, everything is much different than crypto, right? So with us, when we're going to have multiple vaults on our platform, we're going to have our allocation trading agents, which will serve as kind of traders within the hedge fund. So you have, let's say, 5 different vaults, right? One only trades on BTC, one trades on top 10 coins, one trades on meme coins. So then, based on your intended outcome and the risk appetite, he's going to allocate those your funds towards different vaults for you to reach your outcome. So it is kind of like each vault is a portfolio manager, let's say, right? And he has his own cluster of agents, and then you'll have a kind of major portfolio manager that's going to just allocate funds towards different portfolios. So it is kind of hedge fund within hedge fund, and like kind of Russian dolls of hedge funds.
I like that analogy. Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, so people are going to put money, invest through Maicrotrader. That money goes into existing vaults or new vaults. Is it an either or? Is it both?
It's a existing vault. So each strategy has its own vault. But it doesn't necessarily have to be on Hyperliquid. So we are talking with a lot of various DEXs. I would love to collaborate with our local products. Neurobro has DEX of their own. We are talking with Mode Network. We do not want to just focus on Hyperliquid, but right now Hyperliquid has the deepest liquidity. And like it has grown like exponentially as the product, and they're doing a lot of stuff. But when, for example, you don't get the same liquidity as Hyperliquid, you get various other benefits. You get rebates on fees. You are getting some points. Really the possibilities are endless. Since the ecosystem provides a lot of resources already, and we want to utilize them to the max, go through different ecosystems, different chains. Basically every L2 on EVM has something, some product that could be incredibly interesting for us, either DAX or data feeds, and really the opportunities are endless. Right now, I'm really interested in looking closely at Tau subnets. Since when it comes to price predictions, they are doing some amazing stuff, like subnet 50 of Mode Network. You have 123 that is doing time series predictions on BTC. Again, as I said, like endless resources all around the place, which I don't think any quant hedge fund manager can say, because they are dependent on the quant researchers, they are dependent on investments, there's all the SEC, CFTC, whatever, this whole bureaucratic nightmare basically that everyone hates. This is why I love Web3, like I tried to deposit 50K into my own account and they drove me insane. Like I had to go through like compliance procedures for 1 week. It's my money. Give me my freaking money.
Yeah, like, they're going to make you jump through a million hurdles to get there. So then each vault has its own basket of assets that vault is going to trade. I think I'm starting to understand.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, it's really cool.
Or just one,
or just
like
one.
It might be trading just BTC or just ETH.
And probably depends on the vaults, like the risk tolerance, and then people tailor like their investment kind of thesis or whatever around that. Okay, it makes a ton of sense. So then talk about the engine then that powers that trading, the engine behind Maicrotrader. What's running it? How's it getting those insights into what vaults it wants to launch or what existing vaults it wants to trade in? How does it do this and know when to trade and what to trade?
Well, currently we're calling it, I know that there are many kind of multi-agent systems. They are usually called swarms, but since the architecture that we have built was very kind of structural and systematic, we're calling it multi-agent engine, and plus I'm a huge mechanical nerd, so I guess bias there too. So right now, the engine is only focused on trading on one specific vault. So we have the risk management agent, we have portfolio manager, we have an accountant. So there are multiple agents that each are trying to automate a specific role that will come in quant hedge fund. It is in a very early stages yet. But it will still allow us to kind of explore on our flagship product. So it will allow us to build a couple of flagship strategy vaults and put it there. So once that stage will be done, then we'll be able to already move on to the allocation trading agents and kind of have a more smaller version of the ACP, like within our system. So like each agent will be kind of learning from each other, collecting data, exchanging it, and it's going to be the whole architecture. We're going to keep improving on it. We're going to add some more information to the white paper. Right now, it's just way too technical and it's all on the back end. But ideally speaking, we want to slowly kind of explain, since it's not it's a very heavy technical stuff which are not easy to digest, especially for non-tech savvy users. So kind of baby steps.
Yeah. Okay. So you have so this multi-agent backend. That's always interested me, right? I used to think, this is going back, a year-ish, you'd have the one agent that just does everything, right? You go to your one, but behind the scenes, it's not that. It's the specialized agent, each one. And, it's super granular at this point. Why does it need to be that way?
Well, actually, in many cases, that you have seen and we have all seen in last couple of months, you don't. I mean, nowadays, like how in like 2018, everyone that was doing fundraising was trying to put blockchain into everything. I mean, it didn't matter whether you need it or not. Like I've met guy in Barcelona who has created robotic arm bartender, and he said it's all going to be on blockchain. I was like, why? I mean, why does robotic arm need blockchain? Come on. Yeah. But he was fundraising, so like it was the shiny new thing. The similar way nowadays is AI, but one thing that AI is really good at is processing large amounts of data, and that is where we are trying to focus, because I mean, for example, our main kind of main bell of the ball is the quant agent, like that generates signals, right? It says that, okay, tomorrow, like this is going to happen, right? Now, and we are verifying this information and the signal based on, for example, news data from the Gloria's API, with the sentiment from Arbus. And we're going to add now the smart money indicators from Swarm, and like the processing these huge amounts of data, like this is where the agents really shine, So we're taking and we are analyzing it step by step, feeding it to our engine, executing trades, bringing them back, see what works, what not. So, I mean, it's in a way improved self-learning, if it's making sense. I don't know. So we are using to process external and our internal data as well, so we can improve. At the end of the day, that's the difference between the trading bot and an agent, right? Since bot has like predetermined indicators, I'm going to look at EMA, I'm going to look at RSI, blah, 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 and I'm going to execute trades. But an agent can learn what works, what not, and improve and make decisions that the creator did not intend himself from the beginning.
That part's so fascinating. That part right there. There's a couple things here that I think are super interesting, right? We've got in the ACP, the Autonomous Hedge Fund, that we're trying to see if autonomously these agents can go and trade and work together and learn themselves, right? To trade, make money. And then separately, you've got this kind of competing as in, can we do this with humans helping to build this out and push and help direct it and outperform? So I'm watching it really closely to see which one ends up being the winner. I think it's everybody ends up winning this way, right? When you have AI that's trading, like sky's the limit, and there's enough, the pie's big enough for everybody to get their slice, I think. But these agents, as they learn, what are the kind of things that they pick up on and start trading, changing their strategies based around? Like, do they look at things like, look, stuff I've been learning over the past year, like that M2 correlation and the liquidity cycle and things like that, more macro things, even, these rate cuts we know are coming. Are those things that this agentic ecosystem like are aware of and maybe tailor their investment strategies based around that?
Well, it is in the name, right? Maicrotrader. So, I mean, the macro indicators are definitely, something we're looking at. But as I said, right now it's very basic. But at the end of the day, the idea is that everything that's happening around, in real world, with news, with sentiment on X, on socials, and on the technical side, right now, the one thing that it is trying to learn is what works. But it's on a very technical level right now. When it comes to technical indicators, it's very heavy kind of quant stuff, which I don't think even I fully can grasp that, since like our quants are coming like once an associate professor in one of the top 10 universities, and once coming from a very big hedge fund that was managing like around 40 billion in assets. Wow. Unfortunately, due to legal reasons, we cannot dox them yet, but I'm hoping that soon I'll be able to introduce them to you directly. But with King's Network, our founders and, the background he has, it's really fascinating with what kind of people we are meeting and what kind of, people he can onboard. Like in his treasury thing, Winklevoss brothers are invested right now, which are kind of pioneers of BTC and crypto, right? So right now, that's basically what it is trying to learn, that which indicators yield better results, and what is working, what is not. So imagine something like this happens, that today the engine generates signals, right? And it executes those signals, bring back the results, and sees which did not match its prediction, and kind of goes through this circle again and again, and is slowly improving its results. Right now, if you will look at our numbers on the beta, and like that was one of the reasons why we kind of wanted to launch that, because those numbers, like performance statistics, those numbers keep changing every day, and you can see kind of how the model itself evolves, and right now, yesterday the APY was 112%. Now it's 74. So it is cool to see how it is going to change in the coming days, to see whether it has learned from its own mistakes. So it is kind of cool to observe and see it grow, evolve, and eventually become a stable diversification tool, that for any kind of investors, whether you are investing in crypto, in meme coins, in agents, in stocks, commodities, whatever, that it will be interesting for everyone. Since if you know that you can make steady 74% a year, it's a pretty damn good thing. Because
yeah.
I'll take it, dude. I'll definitely take it. That's it's better than I'm doing. I'll say that by a long shot. Before like the beta was live and you funded it with a few $1,000s, are you running simulations, and just kind of doing this on paper and seeing what these wins are going to start looking like when it's fully live? And is it, how are you feeling if you are doing that? How is it looking?
Well, that's basically what says here under performance statistics. So these are the dynamic backtesting results that keep trading every day. Like, so we are paper trading with 100K. So it kind of shows how it does on the daily basis. And like, it's going to keep changing. And also, of course, the backtesting results are fed to the real trading and environment as well. And like, we have this schedule model training sessions with quants, and like, I have to tell you, man, like when I'm talking with our quants, and especially with the model training sessions, like that's the time I feel really stupid, because like, I don't know, it's a very kind of statistical, number, technical heavy things, that I'm really trying to be like, I'm kind of cheerleader there, like, hey, you've trained it, looking good. So yeah.
That's funny.
Stuff, really.
But it's funny. The answer or the question I was asking, it's right in front of me. It just speaks to this being so new to me. This whole concept's so new, and I love it so much. This is what I've been itching for. Again, this next level type of trading, dude. Okay, you've talked about this a little bit and hinted at some of the people involved in their skill sets. I'm curious about the team, right? Just, more broadly, how many people are on the team, and what are your guys' backgrounds that'll help people realize these are the guys that can deliver this thing?
Yeah, for sure. Well, on the operational, like day-to-day stuff, it's basically me and Nikos. Nikos is taking care of anything when it comes to marketing, communication, content, everything basically. Like agendas for spaces. I mean, I'm lost without him, and it is cool. Actually, we have met through Amplify, and we have met thanks to Graham, and now Graham came on as an advisor, which is pretty cool.
Huge win.
And then we have our quant researchers, two quant researchers, 3 developers, and we have 1 UX UI designer and graphic designer. Like he's kind of doing both. And we have King also, that is more heavily involved on the Tradify side of things. And besides this, we have a couple of we are blessed really with a very loyal community that has been with us since January, where we were pretty much quiet for like 3 months, 4 months. We haven't put out anything, literally zero. And once like Nikos joined, he has really organized the whole content part and started putting out regular stuff out there, updates, etc. And yeah, really exciting stuff has been going on. And the best thing is that we are quite close with a lot of our major investors, token holders, and everyone is kind of acting as an advisor on its own. Everyone has expertise in some stuff that like they are sharing with us, like whether it's technical, marketing, legal. Like, for example, we want to meet someone, right? Boom, someone writes to me, hey, I know the guy, we can do the intro. So we are quite blessed.
And the community has been very supportive in that part as well. For everything that it has been needed in terms of like getting to know someone, or us having an area where we weren't really expert at. The community has really showed up as well, and has like introduced us to a lot of people that can possibly help us, or have already helped us as well.
The virtuals community is pretty special, aren't they? Like, they're phenomenal cheerleaders, but they're technical too. Like, they understand this stuff. Like, man, everybody's got like this cool. They can almost be looked at as like this weird, like advisor role in a way. They're very smart, dude. They have very good feedback. I think sometimes we like underappreciate. Not you guys, and definitely not me, but I think some people on the outside might not realize how strong the community is here. Over on the virtual side, like they're part of this. They're a very important part of this whole thing.
Yeah, I've
been saying that for a while.
Yeah, I've been in the space since like 2017. Like the first time that I actually felt that after like being in the space for almost 8 years now has been like the last 6 months, where I've been like super into like the virtuals ecosystem and like getting to know other people that are either as content creators or builders. This is like the first time that I actually see that, and that's very, very, very true. And we see it still even now, where the virtuals ecosystem has kind of a bit been in a more quiet mode, if I may say. But still the community, you have people like Cats or like Big Wheel or like Cryptogoon, but they show up like daily, and they don't just share something for the sake of sharing. They are actually like getting into it, like putting a lot of time into it. And I think that's something that not many communities can easily say the same as virtuals can.
Yeah, and support, man. Like I've seen a couple of we have all seen a couple of dramas, right? On the feed with like different founders, and like people are so hardcore, like protecting like their projects, their community, like people they believe in. They're like, I mean, it's very passionate group of people, I think, and it also speaks why this ecosystem is doing so well. That I've been saying for a while, like anything you need, basically any resource, you have everything here. I mean, you have everything in your local ecosystem. You have DEXs, you have marketing tools, you have data, so much of it. It's insane, right? You have autonomous trading, abstraction layers, cross-chain. I mean, and it's not just like low-key, some tiny projects. No, like these are projects that have built some amazing tools and products, you know? Take Symphony, for example, take Loki. I mean, just a few on top of my mind. Today,
as well. I mean, there are a lot
of Fables. I mean, such a cool idea, right? I mean, Goon and the Ghoul Show introduced them to me, like such a cool idea and unique use case. You know, you have smart contract audits, and yeah, you know, everything you need basically you have in the local ecosystem.
All facts. All right, I'm gonna like kind of get closer to rapid fire of some of these questions we have. 'Cause I think we got you 10-ish minutes, whatever. But actually, before that, dude, Nikos, I just got to give flowers to this guy, dude, because his infographics. They're so good, dude. They catch your. I know, guys. When you scroll X and you see them, I know you stop. I know you stop when you see a Nikos infograph. They're so good. They just got that unique look, and I like how you do it, dude. Keep doing your thing because they're just getting better and better, and you just got a gift in that regard. I don't know where that comes from.
Thank you so much, man. I mean, honestly, I've been slacking a bit lately. I'm kind of trying to find my edge and like the area I want to focus. But thank you. I mean, I've only been doing that for like 3 months now. It's not that I'm a designer or anything like that.
It's cool. It's just like you have this natural gift with that, which is awesome. So I'm excited to see you lean into that even more. Katz is a question. Will the dashboard show what actual trades are being made? Does somebody have to go over to the Hyperliquid Vault to see, you know, some of that trading activity, or are they going to see it on the Microtrader platform?
They're going to see it on the dashboard very soon, like within coming days, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, we can ship much faster from now, you know, like the devs that we have just onboarded, they are top level, you know, seniors like know their stuff. So we're going to ship much faster from this point on.
Okay, very cool. I think I saw this somewhere in the white paper. And if I might have it a little wrong, but I think I saw that users can launch their own, I don't know if it's vaults or their own like actual trading agents. Is it one of those two? Is it both even?
Own vaults, yes, but that's a bit on the later stages, you know, like first
it's in the roadmap though,
yeah. We're going to launch a couple of our flagship vaults first, then a couple of vaults with our partners that we are currently discussing, seeing what can we do, and we're going to start more actively working on the vault launch part, because that's quite a tricky part, you know, to launch your own trading vault and strategy. Right now, the only project that has done that, well, so far successfully, I think, is Almanac. Like they've built some amazing product, really. So, because like you've seen, right? You have Shekel, you have Codex, you have this kind of no-code strategy builders that are they are yielding results. Don't get me wrong, and they are amazing products. But we have a bit of a different kind of plans when it comes to that. And we kind of want to create something a bit more with a quant oversight, you know, that whatever vaults we'll do, we want to first start manually going it through our quant department, and then slowly automate that part to verify that, okay, this is a good strategy, you know, and this is going to make money and it's going to make sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I think we're looking at kind of a form of this as far as seeing those trades actively happening here. This is on Hyperscan. Am I seeing this right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, really, really cool. Okay, when it does get to the point where a user can launch their own vault, in their own trading strategy, I also think I read that they can kind of monetize it too. Is it because they earn fees when trades are being placed and the money's coming into that vault, or what does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do a revenue share, basically. I mean, they can launch their own vaults, and whoever will deposit into the vault, I mean, they're going to generate funds, whatever fees that we're going to be charging. I mean, the author of the vault is going to we're going to share the revenue with them.
Interesting. And then is there, like standalone agents in your ecosystem? Can somebody just launch a trading agent, or is that not in scope?
Well, they can launch the vault, which already has kind of this collection of agents. Each vault is powered by its own multi-agent engine, which has this different role, like the risk management agent, the portfolio manager,
Its own
master
launch
agent.
too. It's like the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. So cool. Oh, I like that. That's super interesting. Opening this up to people to just build out their own strategies too. Oh, I love that. Okay. Let's see. I had made a note about React agents. I don't know if that's important to focus on now or not. Is React agent anything that we need to kind of dive into at all?
That's kind of a more generalized term, It's nothing unique to Maicrotrader. It is just part of the agentic world, basically.
Okay.
And the whole technical side, like each agent, like there are specific types, different verticals. So nothing unique to us. A lot of projects are using them, and yeah.
Fair. Okay. No, that makes sense. Okay. If you see a vault that has this super successful strategy to it, is the strategy transparent, right? Is kind of like the inner workings of that vault transparent? Can somebody just copy somebody else's vault per se?
No, not really. I mean, you only see the trades, but you do not see the signals kind of
I like that.
up front. Yeah, exactly.
That's super cool. I mean, because then some people have an edge, and it is cool they get to keep that edge for themselves, right? And it's not just a copy paste thing. It's a skill thing. It's your technical abilities. Oh, that's so cool. Love to hear that.
And even if you copy trade, you will be lagging, so it doesn't really make sense, and you won't yield like the same results as well. So it doesn't really make sense.
I mean, you are seeing trades with. You are seeing trades after they kind of happen and after we open the position, and it's all about kind of millisecond part. But I mean, like that was one of the reasons why actually we went with intraday trading and not high frequency, because when it comes to DeFi and especially hyperliquid, whatever results you get in the backtesting, you are getting you will definitely have latency when you're actually executing those trades in the real environment, right? So this is why when it comes to high frequency trading, in backtesting, you might get 200%, but actually it could be hard to do even 20% in real life, or like 40 or something like this. So this is why we have created a strategy that would be kind of latency resistant in a way.
Yep. Okay. Makes sense. Maybe final question or two here. Community so important. I've heard you kind of, say it in various ways throughout the show, from you getting their feedback and you giving them some early access to things, and they matter a ton. Maybe if you can just speak on that as far as just why they matter, or maybe more than that, how you keep them engaged and how you actually start growing this community even wider.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have some of the support, for quite a while, even way before I just came in the project, which is like over 7 months now. Of course, first it was something that it was really around King being the founder as well. But at the same time, after building something for almost 7 months. I think the way has Timo conducted himself along with King on the way he has been communicated on what the project will be, something that has definitely earned them their support. And also, every single one of them, especially from the core community, have been very, very supportive in terms of like providing feedback, either that is from the actual solution and the product, either it is to the tokenomics and everything. So they are kind of, besides being actually invested, they're actually invested to the project as well, and they're very eager for development as much as we are. And I mean, but as Tim also said, I mean, by adding them in the process of the actual development, either that is from showcasing like possible outcome, possible iterations of the platform, and then like voting on them, or actually including them in major decisions. I think it's among one of the main ways that we plan on actually having them staying engaged. And at the same time, we also have a lot of things planned, which are definitely coming in the next few days and maybe a bit more. On like kind of increasing our that will help us also increasing our community, increasing the awareness that we have, either that is the Arbus campaign that I'm sure everyone has already seen, that is in a kind of to be announced status, which will be launched soon, maybe a bit closer to the open beta instead of right now. And also, as you have also seen, Graham has also joined us as an advisor. So, I mean, whatever comes with that, which is possibly an Amplify campaign, is certainly something that will help, of course, with the existing community to kind of see that there is traction with the project and everything else, and of course increase like any awareness and the conversion that we want to be doing from now on, because for us today is actually like the day one, even if like the project is like being built for the last 7 months. So we can only be like, increasing and like growing our community while always keeping them in everything that we do and in the flow that we are doing, because I mean, at the end of the day, we are creating something that it's as much as it is for them as it is for us. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right. We can do this again. You can give it like a 1-sentence answer here. What's the micro token utility? Is it gating the platform, or is there another utility for it in your ecosystem?
One thing that we are completely sure of is going to be we're going to provide some kind of benefits. It's mostly going to be a discount on the fee side with the staking, but we are working really hard on the tokenomics right now. We have some awesome people on board for that. And like, we really don't want to talk a lot on that part until we know that we have the right formula, since that's a super important part, and we just want to nail down the formula, really create it, and then we're just going to push a very extensive document, add it to the Git book, and we're going to introduce the economics that way.
Let's just say that, I mean, it's gonna be with the goal is sustainable value and not something that will be like super enticing, but in reality not really working. So sustainable value is the way that we want to be going, especially with the tokenomics.
So cool. You're doing this smartly and being very thoughtful with it all, and you're doing it at the pace that makes sense. I just love everything about what you're doing. And then I promise this is the very, very, very last question, but what's the next major milestone coming up? Just getting that beta out there more broadly?
Yep, pretty much. I mean, to really focus on building with our community, to create the product tailored to them. So we'll have everything in place for the open beta, and really kind of gear and add more foundation to build the open beta on top of them, and feel really secure and like on the spot, and confident, I guess.
There we go.
Well said.
I freaking love it. I think you guys are great. Just great. I don't remember if I'm holding tokens or not, but I will because I definitely want to be a big part. I just want to be in whatever you guys are doing. You're the exact kind of people I need to be betting on. So just awesome job, guys. And Nikos, I'm glad we popped that cherry, buddy. Dude, it's so good to get you on.
Yeah. I mean, you did
I'm
awesome.
definitely coming back. I'm definitely coming back.
And I have to say, man, like, I mean, one last thing, that like being here with like you is super symbolic, because I mean, I kind of ended up with Micro through, because when I started creating content, very early, I barely had like 100 followers. I saw Graham's post that I'm building this group, Amplify, join us. And I was like, man, I barely have like 100 followers, but I kind of want to join. So I joined Amplify. And then, you know, I started growing my account. Then I joined Micro. And actually the Swarm was the first kind of the partnership I think Amplify had. First, this kind of content thing. So that was my kind of first experience with like creating content for like a project and like getting to know it for that perspective. Then I got some tokens which went up in value quite a lot at some point. And then through Amplify, I also met Nikos. And, you know, it's kind of us still being together. You have launched your wallet DNA, like your browser extension, which is awesome, by the way. I'm loving it. I'm using it every day. So, yeah, man, super symbolic and cool thing to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's magic. Yeah, and we will have wallet DNA, I think, in some form, you know, in your platform. We can get into that another time. And so on that note, guys, like I tell this to, you know, people who come on the show. I just try to have really great people on the show, and that's you. Come on whenever you have big updates, come on the show and talk to us about it. Even if you want to pop in for a couple minutes and it's just real quick, here's our big update, go check it out here and then bounce. Again, just open door always here. So I want to make sure you guys
We'll
know
definitely do. We'll definitely do.
Definitely.
I thought my cherry with the first live stream on the beginning. So yeah.
Beautiful thing. All right, guys, go follow. Go to Maicrotrader, bookmark that site. You're going to see a lot more of it. And I hope to be featuring it quite a bit on the show, too, because I just think it's great. Follow them on X. It's Maicrotrader over there as well. And I'm dropping that in the chat. And follow these guys, including their CEO, King. What baller ass name. He's just got the best name. King, founder, CEO, making news out there from his, I think it's a Bitcoin asset treasury. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based in Europe.
A big deal there. Here's Timo. I'll drop that in the chat as well. But awesome guy. Now on here for the second time, which is cool as hell. And then our boy Nico. Give him a follow too. Just again, awesome dude. Guys, thank you for tuning in today. It was a ton of fun. Again, love these guys. We'll be live tomorrow. It's going to be our buddy Cats Fanatic on the show. We're going to get into the virtuals. Yeah, Cats has been joining me for the Friday show. Now it's been a blast. And we're going to be talking, yes, virtuals. We're going to talk predict base and diving into prediction markets too. We've been doing that a lot lately.
Awesome.
Nice.
Fun stuff. So come over also to YouTube, subscribe to CryptoSlam. You know, if you can't catch these live, catch the replays over there. You just can't miss them at this point. And then finally, follow the Swarm_AI, guys. We got some stuff cooking. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you later on.
You too.
Goodbye, fam.
Thank you for having us. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Bye, man.